Operating out of fear, anxiety, doubt, overthinking, all these things, it can lead you into lack in many things, just in who you are, your character, things that you can potentially gain in life, amount of skills and talents that you can gain as well. You know, if you're a person who operates out of cowardness, fear, anxiety, all of these things, you're always going to be on the short end of the stick. It's a good chance that you're going to lose most of the time, you know, operating out of such negative emotions. But even then, if you was a person who wasn't that and you display bravery, courage, confidence, right? Doors of opportunity will open up for you. Great things will happen. You will be better. You will develop into better things to have doors open in front of your face eventually, right? And I say this because, for example, David and Goliath, right? Goliath is this big, tall, buff dude who can beat everybody at, right? And then you got everyone around, they all scared and intimidated, and they are afraid, believing and doubting within their minds that they can't beat this guy. No one can win. They can't win. And then David, he pulls up, right? Even though everyone's talking, saying he can't do it, he's too small, he's too little, he still went up and pulled up anyway. He put in the work, right? And he put in the work, and he showed a display of courage, of bravery. And because of that, doors opened upon his face, and he was rewarded, right, for defeating Goliath by the king. You know what I'm saying? He got rewarded by the king because apparently no one else was trying to do it but him, right? So, in conclusion, bravery, courage are the main things. It's just what's gonna help you overcome your anxiety, your fears, your doubt, And this information is coming from a person who used to struggle deeply with fear, with anxiety, I ain't gonna lie. Anxiety, it got me for a good big chunk of my life. You know what I'm saying? That's a big chunk of my life. You know what I'm saying? And what I learned from anxiety is that if you listen to these intrusive thoughts, these wrong, negative things, and succumb to it, and you obey it, you're just gonna lose, man. You're always gonna lose. You're gonna close doors in front of your face. You're not gonna feel great. Your mind's not at ease. You're not in a state of a sound mind nor of power, but of weakness, And to be honest, it just sucks. You know what I'm saying? It really sucks to be in that mind state of anxiety because you close a lot of things in front of your face, and you can ruin a lot of potential growth, character development, whatever it may be, because you was too anxious, you overthink, you know what I'm saying? You want everything to be perfect, and maybe you just scared of embarrassment, you know what I'm saying? But people who have anxiety as well, they could have this very, very over dramatic standard upon themselves, right? And they put this heavy weight upon themselves that they just cannot carry, right? Or they thinking of all these scenarios or opportunities that probably would never even happen, right? So, in conclusion, man, to overcome anxiety, your fears, you simply do not listen to it. You don't obey it at all. You don't succumb to it. You have to be courageous. You have to be brave. And as time goes on, when you do those things and it builds in the stats, because, you know, time's always moving, and as long as you're putting in effort, right, you're going to evolve and develop into something stronger and better. As long as you put in this time and effort into being more courageous, into being more brave, doing more things out of your comfort zone and fighting against, you know, that anxiety, that attack, right, you're going to win over it and you're going to beat it eventually. And you will have a mind of power, a sound mind, right? Instead of having a weak mind and countering away and succumbing to all these weak things that's just going to hold you back from being better or just doing what you want to do in life in general, you know, depending on the context, you know. But do not be the person who succumbs to anxiety and stuff like that, because if David, right, if he was very, very anxious and he listened to all the doubts that people were saying you can't do this, you're too small, he's big as hell, you know, and all this stuff, then he would have never got, you know, that breakthrough. He would have never had all those blessings pour in, right? Because he lacked courage, he lacked bravery, and he listened to fears and anxiety, right? Fear and anxiety is a way for the devil to steal, kill, and destroy. You know what I'm saying? And it's not fun being in that state at all. You don't feel joy. You don't feel peace. You know what I'm saying? It feels way better to feel anxious about something or nervous about something, but you're still fighting. You're still going. And then in the end, you win. You made it, right? That emotion feels way, way better than for you to listen to it and then it becomes very, very strong and overpowering, and then you feel weak and drained and, you know, in the inside and stuff. Like, it's just not worth it, man. It's just not worth it, and you're not winning anything. You're just gonna lose something back to back to back, right? And I know, because I dealt with this a big chunk of my life. I dealt with anxiety, right? I used to have it bad, you know. I even dealt with panic attacks as well, man. I dealt with a lot of, you know, crazy stuff, right? But anxiety, man, you can overcome it. Just like I said, courage, bravery, and as time goes on, you develop and you evolve, right? And then it's easy, you know what I'm saying? It becomes easy during a certain point in time in your life, and you get strong, right? But if you obey your anxiety, if you obey your fears, then you're just simply going to be a coward, right? So, in conclusion, just don't obey your anxiety. Don't obey your fears. And that's how you overcome it. Hope this video was good for you guys. God is good, all good, understood, you feel me? And I'm out.